Okay, so this is a long overdue review on the Samsung Galaxy S10e. There's the phone, there's the box, there's the phone, and the box again. So I don't want this review to be all that long because it's a phone, and there's only a few points that I'm going to make with this. It's not a bad phone. I've had this phone now for a couple of years. I paid for it. It is not through a contract or anything like that. You know how they do the deal. You know, you get the contract, we'll give you the phone for free or however many bucks, you know, 50 bucks, whatever. No, I straight up paid for this phone. When I bought it, it was $700. And here's the thing about this. They tout some of this technology like it's the absolute greatest, and some of it is. But really, is it? Is it? Okay. So let's talk about that. We're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about storage. We're going to talk about user friendliness, ease of use, and we're going to talk about just the overall product itself. Here's the thing. Let's get right into it. Storage. So this phone looks good, feels great. I love the case that, you know, you can buy for it. This is a pretty nice case. You can get it at a Verizon store. It's a Verizon phone. Here's my thing about this. Probably not the greatest phone I've ever had. I actually had a Razr flip phone. Okay? When I had a contract with T-Mobile that was outstanding. And I'm not saying anything about T-Mobile. That's another video for another day. Okay, I don't want to get into that. I'm saying it was a Nokia Razr flip phone. You guys remember those? Nice, shiny, whatever. Maybe yours was gray. Mine was pink. I loved it. It was nice. And it worked well. It did exactly what it was supposed to do, for the most part, as far as a Nokia Razr flip phone could go. Talking about the Galaxy S10e, Samsung Galaxy S10e Android phone, here's a problem that I have with storage, and I'm not going to open this phone. This is someone else's phone that I'm using for this review. The problem I have with storage with this particular Samsung phone is this. I don't think I've ever owned a phone that stores all of your picture memory on the SD card that you put inside of the phone. I've never owned a phone where your pictures and video go on that SD card, but then at the same time, somehow, I don't know how, and I'm pretty technologically sound, that those memories are also being stored in the phone storage, in the internal phone storage itself. I'm lost there. I'm completely lost there. That shouldn't be happening with any other device that I've owned, any other phone device that I've owned. I've never seen it where your phone storage, when you have an SD card inside of it, if you're storing things on that SD card, are also stored in the internal storage of the phone itself. Mystery to me. Never seen that. And I have owned a lot of phones, had a lot of SD cards in a lot of phones. You look for your pictures in that phone, in the internal memory, it's not there. But you look for it on the SD card memory, of course it's there. That's where you put it. I'm lost on that one. I don't know what Samsung didn't do right when they made this phone, but they didn't do, you know, for a lot of the things they probably didn't do right when they made this model, they didn't do that right. Okay? They didn't do that right at all. There is another problem with storage on this particular device. If you guys have run into this, I'm about to talk to you about it now, and we're just going to get this issue out on the table. Samsung, Google, whoever put it in there, has a place inside of the phone storage. When you look up your storage, as you go down the list, there's a place in the storage called Other. This is Other Storage. Okay? Anybody else run into that? I promise you have. So this Other Storage stores a ton of data and memory and whatever else. But the problem is it's taking up your internal phone storage. So here's the thing. What Samsung didn't do is post on their website or any information like that about this phone concerning the internal storage, which, by the way, is a huge problem. I mean, there are whole threads about it. If you Google it, Samsung Other Storage, okay, how to clear it. There are tons and tons and tons of threads all over Google about how to get rid of that other storage. Nobody has an answer. There's a YouTube video on this that's about 3 minutes long. He doesn't answer anything. It's like, asking somebody, why are you doing whatever? And they answer back, why did the man climb the mountain? Because it was there. That's pretty much what you're getting in those videos. So what I'm saying is this. Samsung, I believe, has a responsibility to their consumers to give us information on their website about how to clear that other storage on our phone. Otherwise, your phone is going to crash. It's just going to build and build and build and build and build and build, and it's going to crash. Okay, and you can clear the cache, you can do all of that. You can, optimize your phone, do all of that. It doesn't matter. That storage is still there. It's a problem. And Samsung needs to go ahead and on their website address this problem and say, here's how to fix it. That would be great. It would be stellar of Samsung to do that. So that storage issue is big with me. And, it really drops the rating for me on this device, which I really love. I have one. I love a lot of the features, the video features, some of the apps, not all of them. You might want to get rid of some of those because they're not that great. They're not useful either. What are they for? Really, what are they for? Okay? But you can customize your phone the way that you want to. It is your phone. What I'm saying is that Samsung should have done a better job on the storage management in this device. They should have, for crying out loud. There's Samsung. If I store it on an SD card, all of what I store on that SD card should stay on the SD card and not go to the internal memory. For instance, if you store pictures on the SD card, for the most part, they stay on the SD card in this phone. Shoot a video, put that on your SD card, guess what? Shows up in the internal storage. Let's talk about something else with this phone. Now we're going to talk about the ease of use and user friendliness. For the most part, pretty easy to use, pretty user friendly. Not bad. Some of the features are great. Some of the features that I just talked about, like the storage, is not so great. The updates are pretty good. I like some of the updates. Some of them, okay, just shouldn't happen. But other than that, the Samsung Galaxy S10e, not a bad phone. I don't necessarily have buyer's remorse, but I do feel bad that I bought a phone with poor storage management. Okay? If you're using this phone to text and you have big fingers like I do, see? Real big. Fingers like toes even. You're going to have a problem because if your thumbs are as wide as mine are, when you're texting and typing on this phone, the letters are little. You're going to find that on this model of Samsung. tiny little letters that your big thumb has to try to type. And also, you know, as far as phone calls go, it's pretty good. The Wi-Fi radio, excellent. I don't highly recommend this phone, but I don't not recommend it. If you're going to purchase this phone, just be aware of some of the issues, the storage issues. Be aware of some of the little quirks that it has. And that's it for this review, really, of this phone. I'm not saying don't buy it, okay? I bought it. Still works for me while it works. I just hope because of the storage issue, it doesn't crash every day. I'm trying to figure out how to correct that issue. But really, should it be up to me, or should Samsung take a little bit of responsibility and say, you know what? We have a responsibility to the consumer to tell them how to fix this issue. And why haven't they done that? That's all I'm saying. Review on the Samsung Galaxy S10e. I'm Uber32. Thank you for watching this review, and I hope this review has helped you. All right, Uber32 out.